Okay, it is 9:17 a.m. February 26, 21. A few stocks on the main list, and well, I have over here TD Immediate their what do you call it? Their paper account thing. So I was like, all right, well, sure, I can just trade with this, even if I can't get any trades, but. I have an account with Charles Schwab. I store my money there. So I went ahead and with the margin, well, not a margin, but the brokerage account, I sent some money there. So in theory, I can trade. The only issue is that it's a cash account. So that means money has to settle. And I've been trying for the past, I don't know how long, since 9 o'clock, trying to find out exactly how I can apply for margin. I have enough money to. I have a margin account. I just don't know how to do it, and I've been looking around. I'll keep looking, but it might be dangerous, but I'll try. I don't know how good or bad the executions are with Charles Schwab. I can trade OTCs there, and it's not gonna charge any commissions either, unless it's like a foreign stock. So I need to stay away from anything that ends in the letter F. But besides that, I'm gonna just slightly consider trading with that Charles Schwab account, and maybe we'll have a nice number 5 for that, maybe not, and I'll have to be cautious because I have no idea how fast or slow it might be. I think they have a trading platform available, which would be nice. It's probably just a bit too early to do all of this, but I'll consider it. Today is a Friday, and as for the list of stocks, we have AITX. This one seems a lot better than the other one, AFY. This one, I'm actually just going to remove it. It looks like crap. We have resistance all in the 540s. Maybe it'll make a move on the upside, and if it does, I'll look at it then. But for now, I'm not interested in it. AITX is a first day stock. Ugly chart, ugly chart. Traded lots of volume before. Very ugly. GME. AMC not really wanting to trade them, but I might. It looks like AMC is trying to put up higher lows, so I'll keep all of these things in mind. But really, ideally, I'd like to trade number 5 setups, and just maybe I'll do a trade with a Charles Schwab account. We'll see. Okay, it's 9:41. It could still happen, but I think I missed the number 5 setups, and I guess I'll go over them. AITX was one of them. This one just turned around very quickly. As soon as it got to 13, it did it very quickly. I missed it for that reason. This was the closest one out of all of them into me getting into a trade. Just once we hit that 13 level, as you can see in this big green candle, it was a very fast, very nice move, and I just missed out on this one. Seems to be struggling here a lot in the 14s. The next one I think was CCTL. Yeah, this one. The problem with this one is that it was just taking too long. It was too slow. Didn't like the volume that much considering its price. I didn't trade it for that reason. This one was just taking too long. The other one was ISWH. This one is working. The problem with this one is that the spread at the time when it was still dropping was very big. It was like maybe $1 on the ask and then like 93 cents on the bid. So the spread was too much. Volume isn't good either, so it's still working. It's doing it. Not as good, if you ask me, as at AITX. This one I had a closer chance of buying at 13. Probably would be selling at 14 just because the candles are not very big anymore. A lot of people want to ask. In theory, there could still be a number 5 setup still forming, but I don't see any right now. And those were the only ones that were pretty significant. I do have some anxiety, just because I've never traded with Charles Schwab. Apparently they have a platform which is free if you trade more than I think 10 times a year or something like that, which shouldn't be too hard, at least in theory. I have to call them because it's 2004, and I'm sure they're not getting called at these times, so I could try their platform. It looks bad, but it would probably be easy to get in and out of trades with their little order entry box. So yeah, just missed a few number 5s. They weren't really that good, at least if you compare it to other days, and I'll still keep watching. There could still form a nice number 5, but as of right now, I don't see it yet, if there is going to be one. Okay, it's 10:03 a.m. This is going to be a quick update, mainly the OTC stocks, but GME, AMC are fading, and to no one's surprise, the listed stock of the day is being just destroyed, just like the other ones for the past few days. SRTS, this is one that I added recently. This one was interesting. I didn't trade it though, it was just too volatile. Just to do a quick overview, I guess, over the OTCs. Haven't traded anything. QPRC is down 30%. I just don't like the volume, and it's only been up one day, so I'm not going to trade it. I'm doing this by down the most in order, so some of these I'm not even considering. BRNW, I did consider this one a little. I just didn't like how it wasn't trading with very much volume. It's not really doing it well either. SCGI, I just didn't like the price action on this one, and it's not really doing a number 5 unless you would call it now a number 5, but I'd wanted to drop more just because it's so late in the run up. It would have to be a huge, like 30, 40, 50% drop for me to be interested. MRNJ is another one. This one just keeps fading. Don't like the price action is not too bad on the 30-day chart. It just keeps fading. I think this is the one that had too many people on the ask, so it didn't let it bounce. IFXY, I think, is another one. Again, this one's just not trading much volume. SGSI is no volume. PVDG, I think this one worked initially, but it was not one of the best ones at the time. I was looking at other ones. ONCI, I guess, is doing it, but you know, it got to like 33 to 38. It's not bad, but it's not really doing too much. I don't know why I didn't trade this one at the time, but I just probably the 30-day chart, I don't remember. AITX, this is the one I missed. This was the one I was closest to buying. This one did it 13 to 14. That's all I did. I have to understand too, the number 5 setup just isn't that good today. So it's not completely just me. It's also the overall day. IQST did one initially from 34 to 40, but I actually like, these are nice, but I'm starting to like the ones under $1 just because there's more money to be made percentage wise, although these are good too. It just would have had to have dropped more for me to be interested in it. It's not really some nice setups, at least compared to previously. This one might do one, but I would want it to drop more. People on the ask, there would have to be people on the bid overpowering the ask. It would have to drop more at a significant level. I guess 24 is a significant level. I would want it to drop more, and the volume isn't that good either. HQGE just keeps fading. For something this late in the pattern, again, it just has to be a humongous drop, not a baby one, for me to be interested. Let's just do a few more. HPNN, I don't like the 30-day chart. It's not really that nice. The volume sucks. SAMP was a recent runner. It just doesn't look too good because it's just dropping gradually. It's not having, you know, big red candle drops. And let's just do one more. BRGO. This one is just not trading good volume, and it's very late in the pattern, so yeah, no setups right now. I'll definitely keep looking, maybe for list stocks, but just, you know, gonna take it easy. If there's no trades, there's no trades, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, it's 10:38. Yes, I'm just gonna call it off. There was a few, not really that good though. Number 5 setups have been a bit worse. Maybe there'll be one in the afternoon. I might take a look then, but I'll probably miss those, and it's not really good to do a number 5 setup in the afternoon. SRTS, it's an interesting stock. It could try to keep running. I don't know. I probably won't trade it even if it runs a lot. At least they'll help me see that, hey, maybe the listed stocks might start running. At least there's a higher chance that other ones are going to run in the future, because this one runs. I have excuse me, I have not really seen them run that well recently, so a lot of them just fade off, kind of like AITX, just keep fading. So if we see some kind of a reversal, that would be just great. GME, IMC, just to look at, really not too interested in trading them. A bunch of stocks are down on the day on the OTC side, but IFX, well, I don't want to trade that. That's weird. Hey, AGC was one I was interested in briefly. They're just not working. They're not really that good, just a bunch of faders. Really, the only setup was AITX, and it worked. It went from 13 to 14, and that was it. So yeah, just gonna keep it short. Gonna call it off from here. I'll probably work on Charles Schwab so I can have the trading platform, so I can have a nice and easy, you know, buy and sell thing to click on. Otherwise, I'm just gonna call it off. A good Friday. I'll have day trades, I think, available Monday, at least one, I believe, for TD immediate trade. And if I get things going with Charles Schwab, I'll have 6 day trades for OTC setups, number 5 setups, and maybe even at that point I can consider looking at other ones doing breakouts and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna call it off here. Pretty good trading day overall. Could have in theory bought this AITX play, and the other one, which wasn't too good, let me see if I could find it. It started with the letter C. I think it was CCTL. This one didn't really do it too nicely. Again, AITX was really the best. You know, number 5 setup from 12 to 14, and I was interested in it when it was just under 12. Once it broke 13, it was a very quick spike, and I missed it for that reason. Again, some worries about trading with Schwab because I've never done it before, but yeah, I'll just call it off at that. It's a pretty good trading day.